Welcome to this AMX CDC replay. In this match I am playing the CDC and it's my first Ace Tanker badge on the live server in this thing. I've played it on a test server before and I had an Ace Tanker badge of that one, and I've played it generally but never managed to get the Ace Tanker yet. And this match changed it all basically. The sound of my recordings lately has been a bit buggy, where you hear this sort of a noise in the background, but that should be fixed now because it was setting in my sound card drivers. Somehow the noise suppression got disabled, which made you hear the fans of my graphics card all the time. Hopefully that is better now. If it isn't, let me know and I'll try to figure out more. But let's concentrate on the CDC. The CDC is a French tier 8 premium medium tank, and in true French fashion, where heavy tanks are not heavy tanks, this medium tank is not actually a medium tank, because Chasseur the char actually means tank hunter, so it's actually a tank destroyer. The only disadvantage being that it has the camouflage of a medium tank and the gun handling of a heavy, especially the aim time. It's a little bit unfortunate, but you can't really help that. It's sort of the French thing. They label it one way and it actually plays completely different. As we can see, our team is not splitting up too well. E75 is all the way on the bottom left of the map, being completely useless as a tier 9. And yeah, I mean, the enemy has a KV4 charging through the middle unmolested, which makes it all the more funny. Obviously you need to ding off the side of a turret of a T44 with 212 penetration, because reasons. And IS-3 of ours on the right is starting to have a bad time over there. I'm trying to focus targets. I mean, I'm shooting this T28 prototype because he's more dangerous than a little scout tank at the moment, because he does more damage. But now I decide to try and help the IS-3. A very unfavorable position, so I only put one shot on T30 and make sure that I get back. Trying to shoot this light tank, not working, and then I got hit by the T44, so I'm putting one shot on the T54, which obviously bounces, and I got hit by the T44 again, who's shooting premium ammo into my side, because obviously you need premium ammo to get through to 10mm of armor. And at this point I noticed that this flank is doomed, so now I'm pulling back, and that's one of the major things you need to keep in mind when playing this tank, is to simply pull back, because you cannot take on anyone with 10mm of armor. They will always do damage to you and they will completely wreck all your modules. So I'm just getting the hell out of there. I know my team is in the middle, so I'm going to try and support the team in the middle. And we see the super Pershing there, really nice side shot, and that's the aim time. You spent like 2.3 or 2.5 whatever seconds aiming. And that's far too long for a 90mm gun, as well as a tank which has this speed, because you have the speed to relocate, but you need to be able to aim and shoot targets quickly after relocating. It sort of plays more like a light tank in a sense, playstyle wise, but it has the camo of a medium tank, so it's a bit of an odd mix. It's a fun tank though. It works really well if you're a skilled player, but if you're not, you're just going to get completely hammered and wrecked. And at this point I sort of didn't have high hopes for this match anymore. I am still not loading premium ammo, just because I've only got 5 shells in this tank, and I get spotted by something. So put one shot into the super Pershing and then get out before that IS-6 over there manages to shoot me in the back. This KV4 really needs to die. Shot on the side obviously dings because that thing has 200 side armor, but aiming for the cupola and the shot flies through. So yeah, managed to save our team in the middle. They've got a little bit more breathing space now, and I'm just trying to engage these guys from the side. Recently the render range and the view range and everything, well, the render range mainly, was changed to circle, so I'm still sort of getting used to that fact. Because it changes the way you play a little bit, because the positions that worked before now don't really work anymore, where you don't have any shots on enemies. T54 there, put one shot in, get shot or get spotted, obviously, because this thing is the size of a house. Put one shot in and move, and then the IS-6 slams one into my side. So yeah, that was never going to bounce anyway. So, but that T-54 needed to die because he's got complete troll armor and he can do a lot of damage. This IS-6 is not really a problem because he's completely blind. T-54 isn't. So, and now this guy moves up. So, put one shot into his side, and then the light tank decides to be a hero. So, I'm going to try and support this WZ, which has been AFK for the majority of the match. So, kill the light tank. Try and get a sneaky shot into the side of this T10, but he dips behind the ridge and I'm unable to engage him at the moment, so he gets the kill RWZ. IS-6 becomes visible. Shot dips somewhere where I didn't aim it, but then I decide to load premium ammo because I'm now pretty much the only thing on this flank. That guy will die very soon and we need to start killing tanks now if we want to survive. So, premium ammo shot in the front. I'm not really proud of playstyle like this, but I just need to do damage. As you see, the light tank died. And a half aim shot obviously never hits the target, especially not the French tanks. So I wasn't spotted though. So, and someone killed the T10, so that's nice. I'm deciding not to waste a shot on the IS-6, but he spots me even though I'm behind bush cover, so yeah. Great camouflage on this tank. It is fun though, it plays like a light tank, so it's entertaining, but I'm also very careful here because the T-30 was last spotted right in front of me. And I'm really not looking forward to getting hit in the face for 700 damage because that will be the end of me. But he didn't shoot yet, so I'm risking another shot and then pulling back. And as we can see, our team is completely melting at the moment. Well, it has melted. I'm the only guy alive. And I'm up against 5 enemy tanks. Luckily, most of them have pretty much no health left, which obviously is one of the main reasons why I won this engagement in the end. Spoiler warning. Because, yeah, I could actually put effective fire in. And then we see T-30 over there. He tried to shoot me. He missed. And I'm just pulling back and killing him. So there's 2 guys down. It's now 1 versus 3. I wasn't spotted, so I'm moving this way now. They know I'm sort of in the center somewhere, so I need to go somewhere else. Because if you stay in the same location and they know where you are, they can actually flank you. And at this point I need to flank them because I'm outnumbered. I need to make sure that I control the engagement. So using these bushes to move up. And then we get spotted by the light tank. I move backwards. Sort of a moment where I want to get despotted first before making a move. And now I'm moving up. The RT luckily fired and missed. And I need to make this shot count. I need to kill this guy because he's their eyes. And he's not a bad player, as you can see by XVM. So there he is. Auto aim. Kill him and immediately turn. Because the T-44 will be keeping Overwatch. There we go. Shot into the building. He is somewhere where he didn't get spotted and he could shoot me, but he's definitely not on that hill anymore because as you can see, the view range is not, or the render range is not that far anymore that he could actually shoot me there. So, yeah, quite interesting. So 5 kills and 5,500 WN8 nearly. I'm deciding a little bit what to do here, and I decide to start to use my gun depression and these bushes to see if I can actually spot that guy and put a shot in. So slowly move up the hill. And there we go, he's right in front of me, so ducks behind the hill, can't actually shoot him, so I have to pull back. Luckily I've got enough ammo to outfight all of them multiple times, but they still have a relatively good arty. And he is dangerous to me because 10mm of armor, he will splash me to death easily. So I'm deciding not to go to the right for that obvious reason. And now I know that arty fired, so I've got some time on my hands. So put a nice shot into the T-44, he misses, and that is his doom because I will be able to catch one shot off him. Still shooting gold ammo. I mean, seriously, dude. Learn to play. There we go, kill him, and then it's time to zigzag because the arty will have been reloaded by now. and driving in a straight line gets you killed. So I'm just weaving and ducking. Artie luckily misses me, waiting for a sec. Should be spotted now, and now it's time to move. We can see the Artie has been spotted in A3. I'm asking the Panther 88, who seems to be the only one left in this match, where the guy was last shooting from, or where he is. Obviously he knows that map marker as well, but that doesn't mean that the Artie is still there. So I'm being careful. I'm going to use the ridge line here to see if I can proxy spot him. I load HE, and you'll see in a second I'll never load HE again for Arties because it just doesn't do enough damage. A little bit annoying. I know that Artie was last spotted in A3, so first I'm going to use this bush to see if by some miracle I can spot him. I don't get spotted, I don't spot him, so yeah, time to move to a different bush. We still have 4 minutes on the clock to win this match, so that's more than enough time, unless that guy one-shots me, which is always a possibility with wargaming Artie mechanics, where the guys still are able to shotgun you in the face all the time, even though the accuracy is supposed to be crap. So I need to be a little bit more careful. Just poking, but not spotting anything, so I'm deciding that the Artie is not on this position. He is probably an A1, where normally always the Artie goes to sort of try and shotgun you in the face. So I'm trying to stay to the low road a little bit, but still able to spot. I should be able to spot that guy, but you never know. So, and there's some really nice ridges here that you can use as well to sort of get around. Just moving up. I mean, I quite like this tank. Last couple of days I've been playing like shit because, yeah, I'm not feeling too well. So I sort of had to really need matches like this to pull me up again, and it definitely did. So yeah, the Artie most probably in this dip over here. I'm being careful not to rush over. He's not really aiming my way, pulling back, and there you go, 110 damage with HE shots, which should do 320. So yeah, great work, wargaming. So I'm trying another one, trying to do module damage or tracking if possible. So he moves up, he decides not to move up. So I'll put another shot into him. And there we go. Shotgunning doesn't work for a second, which is really nice because normally it does. He would have normally killed me. And there we go. So killed him. So that was me against 5 enemy tanks. Let's see, what did we get? We got a Top Gun, High Caliber, a Reaper, Kolobanov's medal, and an Ace Tanker badge, as well as 8000 WN8 and an Ace Tanker. So I really hope you enjoyed this replay. I certainly did enjoy playing it. I had the heartbeat in my throat, especially towards the end, and I was really glad that I pulled it off. So yeah, see you next time. If you did enjoy the replay, feel free to rate it, subscribe to the channel, and see you around, guys.